Hello and welcome once again to the Steelcityman channel and walk a mile in my shoes. Go on, clip.
Go flat.
Hey?
Go flat.
Hey up, now then, how they going? Hope you're all alright. I'm not bad, thanks. I've been better, but I could be a lot worse. And I'm better than a lot of folks. So, right, first of all, I want to thank the 278 subscribers I've got now. I'm like right chuffed. So, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Special hello to Eliza Jane Bout, Shard Vixen, Grammy Plays Games, whatever you want to call yourself, Grammy. Nice to hear from you this morning. And yeah, I'm going to make a start on reading your vlog on should we have kids or not. That should prove quite interesting. Well, this morning it's a bit dull here. Yesterday it was a brilliant sunshiny day, and I'd just got other things to do, and I never got out to make a vlog. So I'm doing it today, and I've got my coat on. It's a bit chilly. I'm missing my hair. I just hope it don't start hailing. There you go. You've got to be prepared for these things. I haven't brought my cap down. So, first thing I want to talk about this morning is a couple of nights ago I was sat in our communal lounge with a group of other residents, or I should call them close friends now. And one of them, Sam, is a lovely fella. Oh, we were talking about assisted suicide, or mercy killing, or euthanasia, call it what you will. And he said, we ought to make a vlog about this. So here we are. A very touchy subject. I hope it don't upset anybody that's watching that's had experience of this. But it's certainly a current topic in UK, in that recently we've had a spate of people with terminal progressive illnesses that want to end it all, basically. Because of ours, what I consider a stupid law, like suicides against the law. What they're going to do? Are they going to charge and jail body? You know, it's a bit silly, that, to my mind. But it also means that if anybody has got a progressive wasting disease that's terminal, while they're still in sort of compos mentis, they make the decision that before they get useless and cabbage-like, they need to end it all, so as, I don't know, not to be a burden, to ease the suffering, make it easier on the families, that kind of thing. And like I say, it's a very emotive subject, and I mean, my personal view is that the people that are assisting the person to terminate their life should not be prosecuted. If it's done in a correct manner, with legal backup and medical consent as well, then I say absolutely no problem with somebody that wants to end their own life actually making that decision. Instead of having to go to, I think it's a place called Dignitas, a company in, I think it's Switzerland, and they specialise in euthanasia. But as soon as the partner comes back after they've taken it, they get arrested and prosecuted. They're in court for, I don't know what the actual charge is, assisting a suicide probably, I don't know. But that's it, there's a big trial, questions asked in House of Commons, though what them morons are doing, I don't think they've got common sense to sort out like this, where they're performing with this bloody Brexit law. But anyway, that's beside the point. Politicians are politicians, and people are people, and never the twain shall meet, I think. But there you have it, in a nutshell. It's, like I say, it's a very touchy subject. It's, thank God for editing. And it's, I mean, my personal view is that you should be allowed to do that. While you're still of sound mind and reasonable sound body, you should be able to make the decision that if it's going to get if it's going to get too bad for you, and you're going to put a lot of pressure on your families, on your loved ones, your partners, you should be able to make that decision that yes, I want to terminate it while I can still think clearly. And whether you, I don't know, set a date or say to your partner, when I'm at this certain stage of the illness I've got, everything's in place, just get me there and let them get on with it. Like I say, very emotive. I don't know, I've noticed sound levels quite high on this. I hope it's not distorted. I don't shout often anyway. So that's it. That's just my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you've got any thoughts on it, you want to comment. All details are down below in the details slot. Please get back to me, communicate, and have a discussion about it if you want. We might even carry this vlog on to another day, talking about your comments on it. Don't forget, anything abusive, I've got the right to censor it and cut it off. I do believe in free speech, but I don't want to be abused and insulted. It's happened once or twice before. I don't know. Folk might think I'm a bit outspoken. I usually say this at the beginning of the video, but all these thoughts, all these opinions, they're just mine. And well, that's it. You can't change my opinions. Only way, I don't know, education, information, and I can't change yours either. I wouldn't even try to change your opinions on anything. And I hope I've switched that other camera on. If I haven't, well, you've just got this single shot. So there you go. That's my thoughts on this euthanasia. I think it should be allowed. I think politicians see another big blocker on this is whenever it gets debated in House, it's the bleeding heart liberal do-gooders that usually block it, and by bleeding heart do-gooding liberals I mean religion rears its ugly head, and you get the fundamentalists. Remember, it's not only Muslims that have fundamentalists, there's quite a few in Christian world as well. You've only got to look back at your crusades to find that out. But yeah, it's like thou shalt not kill and that's it. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't believe there's anybody up there saying to me thou shalt not kill or thou must do that. I don't know. I think we're here and that's it. I believe in the science version of creation, not the biblical one. But every culture's got a similar belief. We all came from somewhere. But I think nowadays science trumps the lot. So that's it. Anyway, I've rambled on a bit about that subject. I don't know how long I've been vlogging. I don't know, perhaps about 5 minutes. It seems like 2 hours. But there you go. And like I said, if you want to comment, please do. Commercial break. The next thing I'm going to talk about is I've mentioned it before in 1 or 2 vlogs, but I had a recent experience concerning young mothers, and not that I've got anything against young mothers, my goodness, the human race would die out if it weren't for young mothers. But the thing that concerns me is I've seen young women get on a bus with a baby in a pram, and as soon as they sit down, and it's not exclusively mothers, dads do it at all, let's be real, dads do it, but they get on a bus with a baby in pram. First thing they do, they get a bottle of orange juice or a bottle of milk or something, then they get the phone out and they're like that for the next 20 minutes on the journey into town, totally ignoring the kid, who's either screaming and kicking seat or desperately trying to communicate with its parent, and they're just not bothered, they won't listen. They just get a sugared sweet and say, yeah, sure up, stop showing your son up. and it's not kid that's showing the send up, it's parents. I think it's terrible, bad parenting. As you probably know, I'm an ex-youth worker, so I've had many years working with young people, and you can't ignore them, no matter what their age, whether they're tiny tots in a pram or strapping 18-year-olds out on the street. You can't ignore them, they've got a voice and they're trying to express something. And I always remember in my training I was showing a video of mother walking down the road with a pram and a little toddler being dragged alongside her, and a little kid would kept kicking pram wheel, and every time little kid kicked pram wheel, mother get it a crack across logo. Get on, stop it. And then film transferred to what was going on in young kid's head, and he were at Wembley winning goal in cup final, and his mum were beating him up for it. But that kind of things you've got to take into consideration when a kid wants to communicate. You've got to let them talk to you. I know with my kids, take them on a bus, we'd have a book with us and we'd read them a story, entertain them that way, or we'd play spot the red car or whatever, you know. But all too often nowadays, particularly young women, because it's not often you see young men out pushing prams and taking kids into town on bus, but they just don't seem to want to communicate with the youngsters. To start their education off, you've really got to communicate with them. So I'm going to shut up waffling now. I think I've gone on long enough. I might add to this a bit later on. I might even come up with a tertiary subject. That's a big word, isn't it? Tertiary. It's nearly as big as marmalade. There you go. I'll see you in a bit. Bye for now. Find me button. Right, I've decided that's a wrap for today. I'm not gonna add out. That's it. Just to mention that I'm sat under a cherry tree, and yesterday I went somewhere out. There were 4 pairs of blackbirds in that tree at different times of day, and males weren't off pestering females, and they all finished up getting the Lego. No sun today, so I think you've had the film. Bye for now. Catch you later. Bye bye.